Excellencies, respected Dr. Balvinder Shukla, respected Dr. Bansal, dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's indeed a great privilege for me to be here today on this very important summit of entrepreneurship and leadership. When I came to Amity, I was so pleased and amazed to see the number of about 30,000, 32,000, I was told, students assembling in one campus and getting world-class education. Now, what is leadership all about? Let's visualize this place in early 90s. It was forest or a green field. What Dr. Chauhan envisioned was a beautiful university. So leadership is seeing the invisible. What you see today is a fantastic complex. In the 90s it was a forest. So leadership should have an essence of seeing the invisible. Leaders, they create followers, but good leaders create leaders. And that's what I envisioned also in Amity, that from the leadership of Dr. Chauhan, he created so many universities across the globe, creating so many leaders, leading that university, creating leaders. And this conference is all about giving essence how to make a good leader and a good entrepreneur in the world. One more essence of the leadership is the leaders, they share the success and take the failure on their own. Of course, if you go on talking about leadership, there are enormous points to discuss, which of course, in the deliberation of 3 days, a lot of things will be discussed for the students to learn and take home. When we talk about entrepreneurs, it's all about perception. What we see, when the opportunity comes, it's like a lightning in the sky. It looks like a thread. In that thread, you have to pierce the needle. So it has to be so quick. So it's all about perception. One may see as a glass half empty, one may see as half full. So your perception towards the things and your readiness to prepare for challenges, overcome challenges, and your level of confidence towards that approach is very important. Of course, in business, as our esteemed previous speaker told about, you need a good business plan. And you have to be very confident. But there is a big difference between confidence and overconfidence. To walk on a tightrope on Niagara Falls is a talent, but not to do is an intelligence. So all your risk has to be very well gauged. And as business plan, I will say one thing, that you cannot enter into a war without a plan, but no plan works in war. So as rightly said, you have to have a business plan which has to have continuous evolution and changes towards it. Everything what you do requires, you have to induce creativity. Innovation is no more an option right now. It is a compulsion. Things evolve so fast that if you don't keep the pace with the current world, with the current technology, we'll be redundant very soon. As I come from Dubai, Dubai is evolving at such a pace that it is creating a new benchmark every day, and for a private enterprise to cope up to that level of innovation and changes happening in Dubai, we have to be extremely alert and vigilant on the new things. One important aspect of an entrepreneur and a leader is being humble. Arrogance is an offspring of overconfidence which leads to failure. A little bit of modesty is even good for a king. So be modest, always be humble, and always look for the new opportunities which comes in. What gives you quality output is quality input. So your quality seeds are very, very important in the business. If you don't have a quality input, you cannot expect quality output. So for a good entrepreneur, and you have to look into it, that what quality you put into it, and that's what the quality output will emerge from. One has to turn your sales according to the winds, or else we have seen the example of Nokia and Kodak, how they got extinct or limited to a very small numbers compared to their large presence globally. So always turn your sales according to the wind. Do your best in creating a brand building. What we see as a three-pointer star, Benz, was not created overnight. It took a lot of perseverance, a lot of hard work, and a lot of quality delivering quality which will create a brand. And then once all these things in place, you will create a legacy for your children. When you give them, they will be proudly looking up to you for taking out their business. I wish all the best to the students over here, and surely in the deliberations of 3 days, they will learn a lot to have your enterprise, to become an entrepreneur, which will have a lasting impact to the society and to their own self. To be an entrepreneur is very important in the current world scenario. I was talking to the Google head a couple of years back, and I was really shocked to learn that in coming years, in a couple of decades, there will be only 200 million jobs across the world, because automation is taking up the human interface. So in that technologically emerging world and evolving world, one has to have an entrepreneurial skills to sustain and create a legacy. I thank Dr. Shukla and Dr. Bansal for giving me this opportunity and wish you all the best. Thank you.